going on, everybody? Justin here with Alpha Wash, and today we're going to be talking about closing a sale. So there's definitely an art to closing a sale. This is something that we've kind of made over time, over the past 3 years of us doing it, and we call it the 18 steps to closing the sale. So closing the sale the Alpha way, that's what we call it on our papers. So we're going to be going over each step, and hopefully y'all can find some value in this. So first thing we got is our 18 steps to closing the sale. And anytime we're doing an estimate, we've got this on the truck. We keep it in a notepad. And then this is our package sheet that we sell on in person. As you can see, we offer 3 different packages there, 3 different prices. This 18-step process is for customers that have already called in, let you know they wanted an estimate, and you've got them booked on the schedule to go do an in-person estimate with them. So wear an Alpha Wash shirt, be well groomed. We don't mind if our salespeople or me, like if we have a short beard, but long as we're not looking a little rough around the edges, I guess I'll say. I guess you'd say. So we want to have our beard neatly trimmed, and we want to look professional at all times. Number 2 on the list, behind appearance, call ahead. We always call the prospect when we're on the way. Even if you're 2 minutes late, call ahead and let them know. Even if you're 2 minutes early, let them know. That builds trust, that builds professionalism. We always call them, hey, Miss So-and-so, just want to let you know that we're on the way to your house for the in-person estimate. I know our scheduled time's 4, but it looks like we'll be arriving a little early. We should be there around 3:54 according to our map. So we're looking forward to seeing you soon. So after calling ahead, the thing you're going to want to do is when you get there, park on the road out in front of the house. You want it to where when they open their front door, your vehicle's sitting right in front of it. And especially if you have branding on your vehicle, like a wrap or decals or something like that. So the next thing is going to be your greeting. So you're going to walk up the door, knock on the door. You're going to greet them, let them know that you're excited to be there. So 5, you're going to transition into building rapport with the client. And building rapport is by basically talking about things with the client that don't involve the project, that involve them maybe. And ways to build rapport can be like talking about their dog. You could let them know that you like their house. You could ask them how long they've been in the neighborhood. There's a lot of different ways to build rapport, but that helps tremendously. It builds trust with the clients because people do business with people that they know, like, and trust. So if you can earn their trust, you're more than likely going to be able to close the job. Number 6 on the list is you're going to transition into talking about the project in hand. So when you're transitioning into talk about the project, you want to be asking questions. You know, when's the last time you had it washed? How long did it stay clean for you? How often do you typically like to have this service done? Have you had good experiences in the past? Any questions that you can think of. If you see something on the house, ask them, are they interested in having that cleaned as well? So do the walk around with the client. We always walk around with them and let them show us their trouble, pain points is what we call them. What made you call us? What part of your house is bothering you the worst? And everybody's always got one. So you really want to identify that main pain point and figure out why they called. And you really want to look at their problem area and let them know what you can do to that. And if you have before and after pictures to show of a project that's similar to that, that'd be great to help seal the deal. So 8 is clarify needs. So after you've walked around the house with them, just clarify. It's always professional to clarify. Just basically give a reiteration of everything y'all talked about. So just to clarify, Miss So-and-so, we're going to be looking at roof wash, house wash, driveway cleaning, but you're not really worried about that retaining wall over there? All right, right. So that's how you clarify their needs. You just double checking with them. You want to make sure that all your notes are right. So set the expectations. So after you've walked around the house with the customer and you've clarified all their needs, let them know that you'll be measuring up their home and preparing their estimate, and you will need about 15 to 20 minutes to do so. You will then bring the estimate to the door to go over it with them. So at that point, I always like to leave a brochure with the client and say, feel free to look over this brochure. It's got some information about our company and what we do, what we stand for, things like that. So if you want to look over that, I'll be out here building the estimate, and I'll be right back to the door in just a minute. So you want to go to your truck, you want to measure it out, you want to build up 3 packages, and I always like to take photos of the job so I can make notes on it for our guys that are going to be going out and cleaning it. So write up the estimate in your car, and that's number 12 on the list. So remember, it's an 18-step process. So number 13 is going to be your presentation. So that's where you walk up to the front door. You've got your form right here all filled out, your estimate form, the package form. You've got 3 package options on there. So you're going to be walking up there and presenting this to the customer. So you let them follow along. You walk up close so they can see the paper, and you hold it like this so they're standing beside you and you both can see the paper. So walk them through step by step. Show them each package. Let them know that they receive 5% off with the first package and X amount of dollars saved. And then they could go with the second package, and it saves this % off, and it saves X amount of dollars. Or they can go with our premium package and save 15% off, and it saves this X amount of dollars. So I always like to mention that, how much money they're saving, because we're real big like on wanting to clean whole properties. We want to get that whole place looking nice. That's how we can provide the most value to somebody. I mean, it isn't our favorite thing to do, to go clean a roof and a house is all dirty, and like they're like, no, we don't want the house clean. Like, we want to make it look good out there, man. We want to get the whole property looking nice. So present to them. And usually when you're presenting in person like this on paper, it can be a little uncomfortable, but it's no rush. Take your time, gather your thoughts, say what you mean, and if they want your service, they're gonna hire you. It's real big at the end of the presentation to try to close. So ask them which day would be best for them. Maybe offer 2 different dates. That's what I like to do. I like to offer 2 different dates. So, Miss So-and-so, I've got this date available and this date available. Which one worked best for you? And we can go ahead and get this put on the schedule and get this taken care of. So a lot of the customers are going to close right then. And you're going to go ahead and have them scheduled before you leave. And you've got all your notes for your crew and everything. But there's going to be some that say, I need to talk to my husband. I need to talk to whoever. The point is, they don't want to close right now. So you say, okay, that's fine. If the customer does not book on the spot, set a good time with the customer that you can follow up with them. For example, if they need to talk to their spouse, ask, would it be all right if I followed up with you on Thursday afternoon? And it's real important to make a note of that in your calendar so you can remember to follow up when you asked. You want to make sure that when you ask to follow up a certain time, that you put it in your schedule right then so you don't forget when that time comes. So, and after the follow-up, you're either going to schedule them and put them on the books, or they're going to decline your estimate. So it's not a super complicated process to sell pressure washing jobs. There is wrong ways to do it and right ways to do it, and we keep it simple. We stick to this and we stay consistent with it. And since we've transitioned to doing this, our sales have definitely, our close ratios came up. It's stayed more consistent. So highly recommend on making this. And if anybody's interested in these, leave a comment down below and I'll email them to you. These are something that I made myself, typed them up for our company. A lot of this stuff my business coach taught me. I just kind of changed it around to fit our business more. But yeah, hope y'all could find some value in this. So let's get that sales process in place and let's get out there and sell some stuff in 2022. Catch y'all later.